Journey through the OCD labyrinth. Living with OCD has been a journey through a labyrinth of thoughts and rituals that sometimes seem impossible to escape. I remember the first time I realized something was different. I was very young, maybe around 10. I'd spend hours aligning my toys, convinced that if they weren't perfectly in place, something terrible would happen. It was exhausting, but I didn't know it was anything out of the ordinary. As I grew older, the rituals evolved. It wasn't just about toys anymore. It became about checking and rechecking locks, or washing my hands until they were raw. In school, I found myself getting lost in thought, preoccupied with intrusive ideas that felt both foreign and familiar. It was as if my mind had a mind of its own. Opening up about these experiences was a daunting task. I feared judgment, worried that people would think I was just looking for attention, or worse, that I was crazy. This fear kept me silent for years, trying to navigate the storm quietly and on my own. But the more I stayed silent, the more powerful the OCD became. It was like feeding a beast that thrived on my secrecy. Eventually, I hit a breaking point. The rituals were consuming my life. They weren't just small things I could hide anymore. They were affecting my work, my relationships, and my ability to find joy. I realized I needed help, and that was the turning point for me. I reached out to a local support group and started attending therapy sessions. Talking to others who faced similar challenges was liberating. For the first time, I didn't feel alone. Therapy was hard work, though, confronting the fears and anxieties head-on rather than giving into them through rituals was like retraining my brain to think differently. But through perseverance, I began to understand the root of my OCD and started to regain control. It's an ongoing process, and I still have difficult days. Yet, I've learned to be kinder to myself and to recognize that it's okay to ask for help. Living with OCD is like walking a never-ending path of self-discovery and resilience. It has taught me about strength, vulnerability, and the power of speaking up. I'm sharing my story because I hope it helps someone else feel less alone and maybe inspire them to seek the help they deserve.